The TJ and the Goodwood, two big sprints, two of our most recent Group 1s, in the 10,000. So we'll talk about those three races. There was nothing between runners. They were blanket finishes.
Yes, and it puts doubts in your mind when you think, it's just run-of-the-race stuff between them. And then you get fresh blood coming into it. First up in Secret, Magic Time, different form, freshen. Think about it, back train like a sprinter just for this race. Are they going to react for that and show up the weight for age form here from earlier in the season? A lot's got to be learnt here, a lot. This is an amazing race.
Here's I Wish I Win over behind the gates and Espiona. So 4 mares lining up here, Espiona, Magic Time, In Secret and Bella Nipotina, all Group 1 winners in their own rights. The only horses who have not won a Group 1 in this field are Antino. He may get his in the Stradbroke. Ossipenko, they tried so hard to get a Group 1 before they gelded him. And Freedom Rally, who has yet to reach those heights of racing in Group 1s. Here he is lining up in one today. In Secret goes in with Jamie Carr on board. Would be the nominal choice for Godolphin's slot in the Everest as it stands right now. Freedom Rally must win this race to get into the Stradbroke. He's too far down the list, but this race also offers an exemption from ballot. Ronnie, how's that market looking?
Well, on the QOP, they're equal favourites. $3.90 each at two. The top two, the tab a little bit shorter with I Wish I Win, but Big Go, think about it.
Uncommon James goes in, and that'll leave Antino. There he is, the Stradbroke favourite, using the Kingsford Smith as his final lead-up. And they're all set. Group 1 here at Eagle Farm.
Right to go. All in, racing. I Wish I Win. Bella Nipotina both began well and going forward. It is Think About It. Likewise, Uncommon James and Freedom Rally drifting back as I Wish I Win now. Rolling forward as Magic Time around In Secret. 3 wide as Antino. Third last outside Espiona. Last of all is Ossipenko. It's Uncommon James in front by length and a half. And second, Freedom Rally. Third, Think About It. Fourth is Bella Nipotina. A length and a half to Magic Time. I Wish I Win's on the inside of In Secret. A long way back as Ossipenko, followed further back by second last in behind those is Espiona. Last of all is Antino, 3 wide. Uncommon James in front by next. Second, Freedom Rally. 2 lengths away, third, Think About It. Bella Nipotina, fourth, and fifth, the outside is Magic Time. I Wish I Win's on the inside of In Secret. A long way back is Espiona. Nearer the inside is Ossipenko and Antino, right towards the outside at the 400. Uncommon James in front, trying hard the outside, Freedom Rally. Chiming in, Think About It. Running home as I Wish I Win and coming through Bella Nipotina. Bella Nipotina the inside. I Wish I Win down the outside. The inside Bella Nipotina. I Wish I Win. Bella Nipotina. I Wish I Win. I Wish I Win on the outside, grabbing the lead, and I Wish I Win one from Bella Nipotina. Third to In Secret, followed by Freedom Rally. Think About It, Antino. Further back to Ossipenko. Espiona, Magic Time, Uncommon James at the rear. I Wish I Win's won the Kingsford Smith number 1. Luke Nolan for the Moody Common stable.
Saddle on this horse. He was bitterly disappointed to be dumped for James McDonald, who rode him in the Doomben 10,000. And prior to that, in the TJ Smith. But he's back on board today. The old firm, the Black Caviar firm, is back together. Nolan and Moody, you can add Catherine Coleman in for good measure. And I Wish I Win has beaten this ultra honest mare, Bella Nipotina, who's just failed to take out the 10,000 Kingsford Smith double. And there's In Secret running home down the outside with Freedom Rally, who has run a bottler. In Secret's run third. But it's a big moment for Moody and Coleman, Bernadette Cooper.
An extraordinary moment because I believe, Catherine, is this the first Group 1 win you've actually attended?
Yes, it is. It is indeed. I haven't been on course for the other one, so it's incredibly special. And we've got the whole Moody crew here today and Jeff, our racing manager, and it's just amazing.
Obviously, there was plenty of confidence about.
Yeah, look, there was, but barrier 1, he was going to need a good ride from Luke Nolan, and I'm so thrilled for Luke to win this on him as well. You know, he's worked hard to get back on him, and that adds another layer to it.
Their success is just extraordinary, obviously. How happy had you been with his last couple of weeks' work?
Yeah, super. I was so happy when I saw him today. He looks incredible, and that's a huge credit to the team that have had him up here in Brisbane. Gio's been up here for the last few months looking after the horses and travelling, and they've stayed at Desley Force's stable, and she's done an amazing job as well. And you know, I've got to say a huge thank you to our team back at home as well. Will Holmes, our foreman, all the staff there. They do an incredible job, and we wouldn't be doing this without them.
Obviously, kicked off with barrier 1. Was that somewhat nervous for you in the early stages?
Yeah, absolutely. There were definitely a few nervous moments there, and we said pre-race we were going to need some magic from Luke, and he was able to provide that.
Yes, he certainly did bring the magic today. Is that stumps for him as far as Brisbane's concerned?
Yeah, look, we'll just see how he pulls up, but I'd say he'll go and have a little break now, and then we'll prep him for the spring.
Beautiful. Another Everest install.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Great stuff. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Okay, we can't interview Peter Moody. We might be able to get a camera on him, though, because he's now walking down to saddle up his runners in the Queensland Derby. They have 2, Autumn Angel and Saban. Luke Nolan's coming back. Ronnie, your thoughts on a tremendous finish and a brilliant win by I Wish I Win?
Yeah, great to have him back. I thought it was outstanding. The guts to have the gear change on him today, blinkers on, nose roll off, and Luke, you can't give him enough credit here. He knew where he had to get on this track. He knew it was going to be a slowly run race. He found the right back to follow. They tried to hold him in. He said, no, this is mine, and he savaged the line today, and that... I can't wait for him to come back in the spring. Some people were doubting him, saying, you know, he needs another win, but boy, oh boy, there's been a few little excuses along the way, and he's probably better on a drier track. So he's an outstanding sprinter. She's so honest and brave and good and classy, Bella Nipotima, and considering In Secret was served first up, she was gallant in defeat. But a great win and a great result.
Bernie, a nice round number for both Moody and Nolan today. Moody, his 60th Group 1 victory, and for this man, Luke Nolan, his 40th.
Luke Nolan, what a star of Australian racing you've been. How good to be back on this horse here today.
Yeah, I'm just grateful for the privilege. Obviously, I've done a lot on this horse, so I was a bit disappointed when I was taken off, but we made amends today.
And that's the chocolate wheel of racing, isn't it, for jockeys?
Yeah, some days you're at the top, and the other days you can be at the bottom, you know. So you take each day as it comes. But I was pretty down. But these experiences are character building. I've got plenty of bloody character now, don't worry. But no, obviously I've got a lot to do with the Moody Coleman yard, and yeah, of that 40 Group 1s, a significant amount for Pete. But it's one ride in a day. I didn't know where I was going on Sunday, so very grateful. A week's a long time in racing.
It is indeed. He's such a brute of a horse, isn't he? He's just all talent. Take us through the race, given that you started off in barrier 1.
Race worked out pretty good. Pete was mindful he wanted me to get out, and I said, well, we've drawn one, you bastard, so come on, make it a bit harder. But actually, the race worked out pretty good. Normally, without the hood on, he can be a bit pedantic in amongst them. Today, he showed a bit of grit. We gained a run outside the leaders' heels. We got the sort of the 300 inside us. I knew we could finish over him, but 2 weeks between runs, he's never as dynamic. He's probably more traceman like today, softer ground too, but top of the ground, I wouldn't have seen which way he went.
Outstanding. Enjoy the win.
No, we just stay away from the mate, but we're going to get him right amongst it today. Cheers,
well done.